Welcome back to the class, children. I am your science teacher and my name is Mrs. Jyoti. So already we have started lesson number 4, that is food and feeding habits of the animals. So in the previous class what we have discussed about the animals and their eating habits. So based on the eating habits, I said that there are 3 types of animals. Yes. So what is the first one? Herbivores. And the second one is carnivores. And the last one is the omnivores. And in the previous class we have discussed about the food. So food is very important for all the living beings. Why food is very important? Because food gives us energy, it will help us to grow, it will help us to stay healthy, and it will help us to stay alive and active. If we don't take food properly, there will be some or the other deficiency in the body and we feel sick frequently, right? So this food, it is obtained from both plants as well as animals. So in the previous session I told you the examples also, like we eat egg and milk, it comes from the animals. Milk comes from cows, buffaloes, goat and all. And this eggs come from the birds like hen. Yes, and meat, this meat, it comes from the hen and goat. Yes, and next, whatever food we eat, like vegetables we eat and fruits we eat, they come from the plants. So food comes from both plants as well as animals. And the previous time there is a homework for you, that is the tabular column in page number 229. Hope you all have written that. Then moving on to the page number 230. So before that, in page 229 there is a little matter of carnivores. Let us read that and go for the next page. So keep your term books ready, pencil ready, and open page number 229. Yes. So we have discussed about the animals. So based on the eating habits of animals, there are 3 types: herbivores, carnivores, omnivores. So what are these herbivores, carnivores and omnivores? I told you just little bit. That is, herbivores, they eat plants. Carnivores, they eat animals. And omnivores, they eat both plants as well as animals. Now today in detail we are going to learn about the herbivores, carnivores and omnivores. So page number 229. So the first heading is the carnivores at the bottom of the page. So carnivores, these are animals whose diet mainly consists of meat or the flesh of other animals. So lions, tigers, shark and spider are the examples of carnivores. So the first one is carnivores. So carnivores, they eat mostly the flesh of other animals. They eat the flesh of animals. They eat the flesh of animals. The examples are lion, tiger, cheetah and shark. Shark lives in water. Yes, it eats the fishes, other fishes. Then spiders. Spiders are very small, even though they eat the insects and ants and all. Yes, they eat the other animals. Then turn the page. So here you have pictures of carnivorous animals. So here a lion, it is eating the zebra. Then here we can see a shark. It feeds on its small fishes. Then here you can see a spider. It eats more smaller like ants and all, and mosquitoes, then house flies. It eats these animals. Then moving on to the next one, that is herbivores. So herbivores, So these are the animals that eat only plants and their products such as leaves, flowers, fruits, seeds or even the barks of trees. So giant panda, sheep, zebra, giraffe and cow are the examples of herbivores. So here what are the herbivores? They eat only the plants and the plant products. So they don't eat the complete plant. Either they eat the flowers or fruit or the stem. Yes, so they eat any part, and like if you take a goat, it eats only the leaves, and if you take a cow, it eats only the grass. And we the human beings, we eat fruits and vegetables, and we eat flowers of the plants like cauliflower and bananas flower also we cook. Then we eat the stem of sugar cane, then banana also we eat the stem, right? So few they eat only few parts of the plant and few eat the remaining parts of the plant. So herbivores are nothing but they eat the plants. They eat the plants and parts of plant. So herbivores they eat plants and different parts of plant. Carnivores they eat flesh of animals. So here you can see the examples, that is the giant panda, then sheep and zebra, then giraffe, cows, buffaloes and etc. and even elephant. So here in the picture you can see a picture of sheep and a cow. So animals live in hard conditions. Therefore, they have acquired special skills that help them to get the food they need to survive. So this special skill is called as adaptation. So we don't live in a proper suitable condition, but we change ourselves to get adjusted to that condition. Yes, so such kind of modifications in our body or in our habits, we call it as adaptation. What do we call? We call it as adaptation. For suppose if we are going to any area which is very cool, we carry the sweaters and all or rugs and all to cover ourselves from the extreme cold condition. If we are going to any area which is very hot, we carry lots and lots of water to get rid of the thirst. So here animals also they change themselves in their body or any skin or something else. They change themselves to get adjusted with that condition. So such kind of changing themselves to the particular situation we call it as adaptation. We call them as adaptation. For example, giraffes have tall neck that help them to reach the leaves of tall plants easily. Yes, so here is an animal which has a very long neck. And if you take a camel is not, it doesn't have a long neck, but its body is only very height. So here there is a giraffe, its body is short, but the neck is very long to reach the leaves which are at the top. So other herbivores such as deer and horses do not need such special skills because they can bend down their necks easily to eat the grass. But giraffe, it cannot bend. That's why giraffe has a long neck to reach the leaves which are on top of the plant, whereas the horses and donkeys and goats and all, they just bend and eat the leaves and grass which are there down. And next, moving on to the last one, that is the omnivores. So plants that eat both plants and animals. So animals that eat both plants and animals, they are called as omnivores. So here animals which eat both plants as well as animals, they are called as omnivores. So herbivores eat only plants, carnivores eat only flesh of animals. But whereas omnivores, they eat plants as well as animals. So animals that eat both plants and animals are called as omnivores. So human beings, bears, then mice, and singular form is mouse, squirrels and crows are the examples of herbivores. So here you can see in the picture a crow, it's feeding on both plants and even animals also. Like small worms will be there, no? It eats the worms. Then a squirrel. So here a rat and squirrels, they eat both, like they eat nuts and even they eat the flesh of animals also. So tiny pieces they just bite it with their front teeth and they eat it. So this is about the herbivores, carnivores and omnivores. Then food for domestic animal. So page number 231. Food for domestic animals. So what are domestic animals first of all? Yes, do you have an idea what are domestic animals? So domestic animals are the animals which are useful to us. So which animal is useful to us? A cow, a buffalo, a hen, then sheep and all. So a horse, then a donkey. So all these animals are useful to us. So these animals we call as domestic animals. So how is a cow useful to us? It's going to give us milk and it's going to plough the field. Yes, then donkeys. So donkeys, they carry the loads, and horses, and these horses are useful to, they are helpful for us to move from one place to other place in olden days, and even they carry even loads also, but not much as donkeys. Then buffaloes, they give us milk. Yes, and then this goat and all, they give us milk as well as meat. Then hen, they give us meat and eggs. So all these animals, they come under domestic animals. So what is the food for these domestic animals? Let us see. So page number 231. So the animals that can be kept at farms or homes are called as domestic animals, and they are very useful to us. So these animals, we make a proper home for them and we keep it at a certain place. Or few animals we even keep it at our home also, like goats, hen, we keep it with us only. Yes, for example, animals like cows, hens, horse, goat, sheep and ducks can be tamed and kept at farms or homes. Different kinds of animals eat different kinds of food. So here are the examples of the domestic animals. So cows, if only one or two are there, we keep it along with us in our home. But if there are in large number, then we make a proper shed for them, or a shelter. We give a proper shelter for them and we keep it at separate. So here the eating habits, the food they eat is different from one animal to the other animal. So domestic animals mostly feed on fodder and plant material, that is mainly plants, leaves and stem. If you take hen, they eat the grains. If you take goat, they eat grass, and cows grass. So mostly they eat the fodder. Fodder is nothing but the food material which is obtained from the plants, like dried grass or the waste material which is obtained after from the sugar cane after the juice is squeezed. So all this is nothing but the fodder. So mostly most of the animals they feed on the fodder or the plant based food. So here in the box they have given the one side they have given the domestic animals and the other side they have given the food which they eat. Now if you see, the first one is cows, buffaloes, sheep, yak. Yak, it looks same like a goat, but it is little different. It has lot of wool on its body. So this yak and goats. So they eat grass, then they eat the cereals, then root crops such as turnips and carrots also. So we have to make it into tiny pieces, we have to crush it and then we should give it to them. Then only they will eat. Then pigs. So pigs give us meat. So these pigs they eat cereal grains, then oil seed meals. Then they eat the meat products also. Then chickens, that is nothing but hens. Then ducks and geese, they eat the grass and cereal grains. Then fish. So fishes, they eat the fish meal, that is the protein. They feed on small which is obtained from the plants. So we have to make it into tiny balls. In the market it will be available. So for that we are going to give as the food for the fish. Then it will also eat the whole wheat. So this is about the domestic animals and their food habits. So let us recollect everything once again. So before that I am going to give you the homework. Your homework is from page number 239. Yes, did you see what is there in page number 239? So is it clear which I wrote on the board? So from page number 239 to page number 239, match the following in the textbook. Now if you look at the textbook in page 239, the first bit on top of the page, only one bit you have in that page, you have match the following, which you have done in the beginning of the lesson. So one side you have the animals, on the other side you have the food habits. So you have to match it with the food. For example, the first side you have cow, rabbit, then squirrel, elephant. Other side you have bananas, then nuts, then carrot and grass. So it's very easy for you to identify and write. So if you don't know something, whichever you know, that only you write it first. In the next class I will tell you the answers. Okay. So if you see the cow, what it is eating in the picture, it's very easy to identify, so you can match it. Then a rabbit. So what does a rabbit eat? You know it very well. Then squirrels and elephant. So what do they eat? You have to just write it. Okay, so that is your homework. And today we have learnt about the animals. Animals are of three types: herbivores, carnivores and omnivores. Herbivores are plant eaters, carnivores are animal eaters and omnivores are both plant as well as animal eaters. And we have also learnt about the domestic animals. Domestic animals are very useful to us. They do work for us and we put these animals in our home. If they are in very less quantity, we put it in our home. Otherwise, we make a proper shelter for them and we keep it separate. And the food habits are different for these domestic animals and it is given in page number 231. Yes, so read the complete lesson. Hope you all have understood the lesson. Meet you in the next class. Thank you.